found this woman who adopted 2 baby monkeys, and she does a get ready with me every day.
With the monkeys.
Oh, it is chaos. Them monkeys is everywhere, bro. I don't
Spider
know.
monkeys or what?
Yeah, I think so. And bro, they're everywhere. I'm talking, she doing this, and they on the shoulders smacking. They getting into protein powders and shit, bro.
Did it make you want monkeys?
No, it made me. I don't know how they do it. I'd be like, bro, I would. And she's so calm with them. She'd be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm not
bro,
calm
I would
like
be
that
there.
with
Like,
my kids,
I'll punch.
How big are these things?
They're like yay big, bro. They're like babies. No, they're like, she's like babies, and she adopted them. Whatever. She won't tell nobody where she got them from because she doesn't want people to like impulsively buy monkeys and not
then
take care
mess
of them.
up.
Yeah, and I don't gotta get it.
Are
But
these like the type of monkeys that like rip your face off?
no little baby monkeys.
No, I know what you're talking about, but it's still they could probably still rip your face.
No, 100%. I read a thing, or somebody told me that if you own a monkey, there's like a 90% chance by the first year you're gonna lose like a piece of your finger.
Wild,
right? Because I didn't know that.
Have you guys seen that Jordan Peele movie Up?
Not yet.
Well, the main thing is that like a monkey just rips apart this woman's face.
That's like in Planet of the Apes. Isn't he over there playing in the blood and stuff?
True.
We're not talking about apes. We're talking about a little monkey.
Same thing.
Well, let's just not adopt monkeys in our future. And with that being said, welcome to episode 6 of the Maybe It's Me podcast. It's your boy, Nick. Across from me, my dog, as always, Devon. How we doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am feeling great, dude. I'm happy to be back with you. You're such a face that I've missed for such a long time. It's been like a full week.
I'm already sunburned. Don't make me blush anymore, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Don't make me blush more, bro. I miss you too, and I miss Paul.
And of course, the man behind the camera, as always, Paul. How are we?
How's it going, guys?
I miss that, Paul, because I haven't heard that in almost 2 weeks. You know that?
Yeah. I miss you too, Devin.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's been quite a gap of us doing this podcast. It's been missed. It's been needed in our lives. That's something that we talked about. As we mentioned in episode 4, Devin was out because it was his birthday week. He decided to go to Denver, Colorado. Is that right?
That is correct. And I also had a wedding out there. So
2 for 1 special.
2 for 1 special. Had my birthday out there. They got married on my birthday. Good friends. So it was a good time. Spent a couple of days out there, and then now we back.
I love it. I love it. I'm glad to have you. So your last week, this is currently Sunday. So your last week, how was it?
It was good. I had a good week. Job's a little slow, man. Like, it was going good. I had some momentum. Kind of had a little bit of stuff come up, but we just getting through it.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully I get some good news tomorrow. Like tomorrow, 4:15.
It's a big day.
It's a big day for me. I need something specific on one of these jobs. I'm supposed to get it, so I hope it's so.
All right. I hope you get it as well. Paul, how's your week been?
It's been pretty boring, but I mean,
how are we gonna change that up? Because one of your big goals is, you know.
I mean, I've been doing stuff.
Okay, I'm just saying. You'll get into that in a second.
One day, Paul, I strive for you to say I had the best week ever.
That's tough for me. That's like nothing bad happened to me. Something bad always happens.
Something bad always happens to everybody, man. It is what it is. You move
Paul's
on.
one of those. The world doesn't have me.
You can't focus on all the bad. Focus on some good. You got something to be proud of, blessed for, be grateful for.
A lot of things, sir. A lot of things.
And how was your week, Nick?
Oh man, my week was good. You know, the whole week. What did I do? I celebrated my daughter's birthday. It's the day after yours. So
happy birthday! Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so we
dope.
celebrated our daughter's birthday last weekend. We went out, celebrated her birthday. Had a birthday party. It was very good. It was, you know, the right amount of kids, the right amount of family, the right amount of people. It was awesome.
Beautiful.
So did that. Work's been good. The week has been somewhat okay. Getting my goals and how I'm a huge failure at them right now. But we'll get into that in a second. But the week overall wasn't bad. It was very basic though. We talk about our patterns and we talk about like, you know, breaking that cycle of, like Paul said, the boredom. And we do that by, you know, doing this podcast, by seeing each other, sharing some fellowship, a little bit of accountability is probably what I needed to get through my week. But we're back and we're at it. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that, happy to be here. And we've been talking about it, touching on it, each and one of us, our goals. So we've set out new goals in episode 4 with Bobby Mathis, the surprise guest we had there. And we set out some new goals. Paul, I'll start with Paul.
Oh,
Let me start with you, boss. How has your April goals been going? Remind the audience and the listeners what your goals were, and let's touch on what you've done so far.
So my April goal was to get out of the house more on the weekends. So I challenged myself to at least twice during the weekend get out and do something. So this first weekend in April kind of started off slow because WrestleMania was this previous weekend. So that took up a lot of time just watching it.
I get it because I watched the whole thing. Shout out WrestleMania. Shout out Cody Rhodes finishing his story. Shout out, what other big moments did you think? The Jey Uso match was,
I mean, the main event was
Sami Zayn. Shout out Sami Zayn, beat the Intercontinental Champ. I know you don't know nothing about what we're talking about.
You gotta get into it, Devin. Wrestling's back.
Yeah, and The Rock is back in wrestling.
I was stoned.
It doesn't matter what's about to come out your mouth right now, boy.
Look, I watched one with y'all. When y'all watch, y'all know
Next pay-per-view's Backlash.
Yeah, but that thing's
It's
happening
a while
in
away.
France.
It's
So
a while away, and the time's
it's gonna be like early.
Okay, well, we watch it.
Maybe we watch it at like one of Alex's places or something. Go set up a pastiche or a tap rack.
Let's do it.
What activities did you do besides WrestleMania?
So Saturday kind of didn't do much because I was kind of focused on getting ready for WrestleMania. But Sunday I knew how to get to it. So I called Nick, told him my plan. So woke up early. For the first time ever, I went to a restaurant and ate by myself.
Yeah, baby.
I went to IHOP, got myself a little breakfast sampler, some bacon,
sampler.
sausage, French toast pancakes.
That's all I needed to hear was French toast.
It was good. So did that early in the morning, got one out the way real quick. And then a little bit later in the day, maybe around 11, stopped by Barnes & Noble, picked myself up a little coffee,
I love that place.
and then looked at some books and called it a day.
Didn't buy no books though.
I'm still upset you didn't buy a book. I mean, what is this?
I get a lot of people don't buy the books, but they'll read the books. Paul just took a stroll through Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah, like give me. Don't just say you went to Barnes. and Noble. Give me like a thing. Did you go down every aisle? Were you there for like 5 minutes? Did you just do this just to do this, or was you there looking?
So
for
I
something?
did it to do it, but I looked up on the internet if you could just like sit down and read the books at Barnes & Noble. And they said yes. But when I got there was nowhere to sit but the coffee place.
You're allowed to bring the books over
There
there.
you go. It's in the same store.
I didn't want to risk it. So
risk what?
He thought security was gonna pop out of nowhere on him.
they were going to pull a Devin. They were going to, sir,
Whoa! How did you?
Whoa, but I got you.
some
Okay.
Barnes & Noble lady was going to spear me out of nowhere because I was taking a book.
You took it from the carpet to the tiles. and
Yeah,
you said,
that's
"No, sir."
literally. You
That's
took
it.
it past a small little barrier.
It was a clear divider. So didn't buy anything because I was just going to go there and read it because books are like $30. I don't want to spend no $30.
Oh my God, they'll change your life.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I kind of looked at travel books and trying to get ready for a vacation I'm trying to do.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was my weekend activities.
IHOP, Barnes and Noble's trip. I like it. It's not bad.
It's solid.
Sound like
First
good.
week.
WrestleMania, IHOP.
I don't count WrestleMania because
He was at the house.
No, I know, but that was your weekend. Was I'm saying you had WrestleMania, IHOP, Barnes and Noble. It's a decent, productive weekend for me.
What about this weekend? It's Sunday, so
Oh, that is true.
So second weekend. So yesterday, watched UFC 300 with one of my friends. Went over to his place, cooked up some steaks.
you cooked.
Yeah, steaks are my thing.
Chef Boy Paul in this mother.
When did I?
I cook a perfect medium.
You are perfect.
Yeah, I bought a cast iron skillet.
You
and
sear it
everything.
and everything.
Yeah, you sear it first. Let first side 1 minute, then you flip it. Add some butter. Add some garlic. Add some thyme or rosemary. Get a good sear on it. Then you
I wish
stick
they
it
could
in
see
the
you.
oven.
I wish they
know.
could see the way you're moving right now because I could tell you're passionate because you
He over there. He's over there imaginary.
You
cooking
dancing
that
as you're
steak.
cooking.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm grabbing. I'm basting the steaks.
basting is crazy.
Normally, I like to sous vide my steaks,
Sauvé.
Okay.
but my friend picked up the steaks, so I didn't have time for that. I usually maybe 8 hours, get them nice and tender, but didn't have time.
Hey, this is brand new information for me because he's in his bag right now.
I didn't know you was a chef like this, Paul.
Oh, ever since I moved out of my parents' house like 3-4 years ago, this is my thing.
Oh, God, dude.
Sundays.
Like cooking's your thing or steaks are your thing?
No, I hate cooking regularly, but steaks are my thing.
That's why it's so brolicky.
was
Looking
like,
like
I
Michael
just-
B. Jordan.
I'm a little upset because I just went to HEB like an hour before this podcast and picked up steaks. And now I should have known because I'd pick this all up. So if I knew you was gonna be out here cooking like this, Paul,
I'm sorry. I already had my steak for this week, so
you can still cook one meal.
Sure.
When he said sous vide, that reminded me, I don't know, you probably not. And probably never mind. My story is not going to resonate with y'all, but hopefully for the viewers and the listeners out there, it's in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will Smith burns the kitchen down because he's like, I flambéed. I seen Jeffrey flambe, and so I tried to flambe. It's a funny scene. Yeah. I don't know if you watched it or remember it. I
don't remember it, but I did watch Fresh Prince, so I do know the show. Don't come for me.
The scene is incredible. But anyways, a great weekend. Great weekend.
Got one more thing to do, unless I count doing this podcast.
Yeah, this don't count.
It. What you doing?
I'll figure it out when I leave here. I ain't got much time.
Yeah, you do.
You got plenty of time.
I don't like going out at night, though.
The freaks come out at night.
Sun goes down, I stay home.
Yeah.
Hey, we getting into the summertime, baby. This sun about to be up till 9, so you got plenty of time.
True.
Definitely. I'll go next. My goals? Yeah, man. Just call me a big failure out here right now.
Come on, man.
So my goal for April was to try and work out 3 times a week. Last week, it was 1 time, uno. And, it's just laziness. It's just lack of accountability for myself. And just, I can't sum it up any more than just laziness, bro.
So wait, just because I want to see you achieve your goals.
Yeah.
How can I help? Because I know I was texting you.
Damn, I appreciate that.
I was texting you and asking. You hitting your goals? You did work out one day, though. I know you did.
Yeah, I sent you a picture.
Yeah, boy, did you ever. That was a nice picture. But like, for real, what do you need?
Bro, honestly, it's just getting out of my head of I think I talked to you about this before of, you get through work and it's a mental drain.
Yeah.
And Paul knows because Paul, for everybody out there, when me and Paul talk about how, we're constantly around each other because we work together. So Paul knows like my job can be very taxing. I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying my best to answer questions as much as I can possibly answer questions. So I'm get home and I'm mentally drained, but I got to be a dad as well. So, and a husband, which is probably the more important side of that. Pick your poison, but they're both extremely important. And that's something that me and my wife are working on is trying to how to have that work, life, marriage, kids balance. And so when you're done with all of that, you get your free time. And so it's like, damn, I'd rather watch TV or I'd rather play the video game or I'd rather do something I want to do. Working out's just not it right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But working out is important. There's some health stuff that obviously plays a part. I'm 30. I don't want my 200 pounds to be a pudgy 200. I want it to be a solid 200. So I gotta definitely keep up the working out for that. 32 is not. It's that tipping point. You know what I'm saying? It's that tipping point. So we got a summer trip coming up to the beach. It's just simple. We're just going down to like Corpus and stuff.
Nice.
But I don't want to be the guy out there
trying to look like Baywatch on that beach.
I would love to. So last week worked out once. This week I did work out yesterday, so that's 1. I'm gonna try to work out tonight. That'd be 2. So I still haven't fully achieved it. It's not looking good for your boy Nick out here when it comes to his goals. But this is what this show's about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So one thing that you can help me do is just stay in my ear like you're doing. My wife is doing the same thing. She's tremendous about trying to remind me about how we need to kick it in gear. We're both very hard on ourselves with that, but at the same time, like we do have a full understanding that it takes a balance, and that's what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to identify right now.
I'm already gonna let you know, Paul. When's the next time we're going over to your house? Sometime this week.
Yeah,
sometime this week, Paul. Bring your workout clothes. We all working out at Nick's house on whatever day. This? Paul, you part of this team, player.
Dang.
You gotta do it.
All right.
We gotta support Nick and his goals to hit the 3. That. So if we gotta work out with him to hit these 3 days a week, we doing it.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Devin.
Yes, sir.
What about your goals?
My goals. Currently a work in progress, but I feel like I'm going in a good direction.
Okay.
Because as I said, when I said on the podcast with Bobby, my goal was 250, or I was 253, and I wanted to get to 245 by the end of April.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know I went to Denver.
Yeah.
And your boy, I enjoyed Denver.
Divulged,
I enjoyed Denver.
What'd you eat?
Anything, bro. It didn't matter. Like, I wasn't watching nothing, okay? And I had a ton of alcohol, ton of beer. So when I came back April 8th from Denver, I was up to 260. So I was like, sheesh. So I had to get it down. So about 7 days later, yeah, we past it. I think I sent y'all the picture earlier today.
Yep.
248. So I only got like 3 more pounds, but I'm
it's all about maintaining it at the end.
No,
of the
100%. I'm gonna maintain it. That's what it is.
I mean, like I said, I was telling Paul, we done seen you on Instagram for anybody that follows you on there. You know what I'm saying? You was a glizzy warrior this last week over there at the baseball game. Devin went to the baseball game, had himself about 4 or 5 glizzies in that thing.
Did the challenge, man. Did the 1 inning, 1 beer per inning challenge, but I didn't do a beer just because I was trying to watch it as much. But
you're still trying to be healthy with it.
Yeah, I'll take these glizzies, but hold the beer.
Yeah, man. There's something like I gotta enjoy something, man. Like I'm not gonna kill myself. Like
you still gotta enjoy yourself.
I don't enjoy myself, but like I am like people don't really see what I'm doing, but like I'm on my shit with it. I'm almost on 2 gallons of water a day. I'm definitely hitting 1. I'm almost on 2. Like I said, I was at 260 7 days ago, and I'm at 248, and it's just maintaining that shit, and making sure I don't eat the wrong stuff. That's it. Went to HEB today so I can get all my meal stuff going instead of, because a lot of times I like to eat out during the week or something like that, like when I'm not really focused on myself. Nah, I don't really like. I don't want to lie to you and say like I'm in the kitchen on a Sunday flipping it all up and doing. No, I'm doing none of that. But I do have meals for every week of the day that I
like stuff you know you're gonna cook.
Yeah, and so like steaks is one of them. So
I'm a chicken, rice, and beans guy. If I cook, that's all I will ever meal prep. But outside of that, I'll just pay for somebody to give me my meal prep. I'm lazy like that.
I'm looking into it, man. It's like
really convenient,
like Gainful and stuff, man. I'm looking into that.
It's really convenient.
Like Paul said, I ain't trying to spend money on it though.
I get that. Hey, I get that. That my 2 things are convenience and money. Like they're hand in hand, right? Like which one would you rather sacrifice? I'd rather sacrifice the money than my convenience and quality time.
No, you ain't lying. It would make my life easier. But like, you know, me and my wife both tag team it. Like, it's kind of nice. As far as like, yeah, like if I like,
I was fucking
some days where she's not working and stuff, you know, like she'll cook and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't really need as much of those pre-made meals because like my wife helps me too.
I feel that. We've had a couple conversations on this show though, and you know, goals was last month. There were some goals in the air, and yours was finance.
Yes,
and we've had a couple of stories about you gambling, and you know you was in Denver. You was in Denver gambling, and so you called me up and how your finances looking, big fella?
So we took a little setback. I ain't gonna lie to you, not too much, but like everything I had for my March goal still was good. I hit it. I got it. I got some stocks, whatever. I paid that stuff and did it.
Beautiful.
When we went to Denver, me and my wife on the last 2 days, we decided to go to the little mountain area, and it's a place called Blackjack, Colorado. And in that town, there ain't nobody. Okay, not even. I swear to God, I never saw a post office. There's nothing in that town.
They're in the casinos,
except for 8 casinos. There's 8 total casinos there, something like that. Don't quote me. 7, 8, somewhere around there. Okay, so we stayed there. There's nothing to do but gamble. So for 48 hours. I gambled my ass off and lost $1,300. It happened. Yeah.
Is that the most you've ever lost in one time?
That is the most I've ever lost at one time. 100%. That is the most. That takes the cake for it.
Now, for a lot of degenerates out there, that wouldn't be like, you know, a lot of money. Yeah. I've seen and I know people that go to the casino with like 10 grand. They lost 10 grand.
I can't wait for me to get there one day.
And things like that. But, you know, for people like me, and definitely old frugal Paul over there.
I went to Vegas once in my life, lost $100, stopped immediately. I was just
that's amateur stuff.
I was just there for the shows at that point.
Stuff. He said, when we get into Caesar's Palace, I just want to go see. I want to go look around
for the food and for the shows at that point. After I lost that first,
Paul, you got to keep going, baby. You got to keep going. Look,
you know how many things you could buy with $1,300?
Yes, I do.
That is very true. That's what goes into my mind.
No, 100%.
But also my wife goes into my mind on that same. Like my bro,
she have you.
She ain't playing that.
Yeah, my wife wasn't. Like
I mean, if I set it aside, she definitely would. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like I do set stuff aside. I have a gambling account for my bank account where I throw money over there, and if I lose it, I lose it. If I win, I win. But like I said, me and my wife keep finances separate. We have like accounts together and stuff, but we keep my money. My paycheck is my paycheck. Her paycheck's her paycheck. So she don't really give me shit on stuff if I lose stuff, as long as
bills are paid.
Bills is paid, and we moving towards our future. Because like it works out that way. Because like I said, if she give me stuff for that, She keep our house like a freaking Amazon warehouse, bro. I swear to God, we the exact reason. Like, why you see Jeff Bezos out here and being the richest man in the world? It's because we're supporting it.
Yeah,
like 100%.
My household is too.
I've damn near seen these Amazon drivers by name now. Okay,
Yeah.
Hey Steve, you need a water bottle? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, bro. Like
It's a hot summer, Steve.
We know these motherfuckers, bro. I know when the Amazon cars are coming up. So
Crazy.
No, it's fine. So I lost a little bit of money, but.
So what was your wife's reaction? Did she care?
Nah, she didn't care. She actually gambled a lot too. She did a lot better than me.
Was she up?
No, she was down 1,100 for a minute, and then the last night she went on slots because she be killing slots sometimes, and then she got like $500-$600 back on that. So she only down like a couple $100.
Shout out to Mrs. Coming back.
She
Bringing the team back.
The past two gambling times, I didn't go lie. She done did better than me. So I ain't jealous. I ain't mad. Hey, do you?
She said, "You want to talk about team? What team? You ain't pulling your part."
She the only one walking out that casino with money the
come
past
on now,
two
bro.
times.
What were you playing?
I play Blackjack. I love Blackjack. I'm gonna get into other games, but I just love Blackjack. And like y'all go into the thing where y'all say like, "Oh, can you imagine what you can buy with $1,300?" And I say, "Yes, 100%." I spent $1,300 on a fucking MacBook. I don't use that shit. It stays with dust over it, bro. So like
You're right. The casino using your shit.
My fun, bro. My happiness, whether I lose it or not, is playing Blackjack, bro. Like it just is. It gives me. I can't describe it. If you know, you know. It just gives me crazy good energy vibes.
No, I mean, I do understand it. So like Blackjack, I'm too stupid to play. I can't do math fast enough. I just can't. I don't. For me to get to 21 in my head, boy, everybody at the table will be mad at me. I'll be looking at my friends for help.
He over there.
Literally. I'm all right. Hold up, dealer. Hold up. You rushing me. I might have something on your ass. So I step aside when it comes to Black, unless I got one of my homies with me. On God. I said, we two 30-year-old dum-dums. That's one of my dum-dum moments. Math is not my strong suit. So I stick to roulette. You know, I put my money on it. But I'm solid at roulette. Roulette is my jam.
I want to get into roulette.
It's definitely, like, a lot of people say it's the most rigged game in the casinos, but like maybe. But at the same time, it is a lot of luck, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. There's strategy to it 100%. I got like 6 or 7 of them I use.
I love that. Yeah, like
So
I said, I don't go in there with all this expectation of coming out of the casinos with millions of dollars. That's why, like, it's never like a bad trip for me. Like, even though I lost $1,300, I'm not over here like, oh my god, it's so bad.
But a rumor around your life, you've had some
Yes.
bad trips in the casinos.
I've had a bad trip.
You want to share story time with Devon real quick?
When I got kicked out of the casino? Yeah, that did happen. Okay. So what is this? This is about 4 gambling trips ago. This last summer, August time frame, I went to Lake Tahoe, California.
Lake Tahoe, okay.
Now, I know gambling's not allowed in California, but if you've ever been to Lake Tahoe area, it's just a lake, Lake Tahoe. On one side of the lake is California. On the other side, it's Nevada, right? So we stayed in California, but we're out there with friends and family, and I was like, I was just my wife, hey, can we go gamble for like just a couple hours? Nothing crazy because we want to come back and do that. But they were like, those couples were doing their things, and so I was like, let's go gamble. We went to some town, I forget the name of the town, but it's out there by Lake Tahoe, and we went to a casino. And I was gonna, because we were with other people with the vacation, I didn't want to like spend my whole day at the casino or everything.
Yeah. So using time slotted.
So when I'm under the gun like that, or when it's like that, what I like to do is I'll take whatever amount that I have that I'm going to gamble with. I put that all on my first hand. Put everything. I go out right there.
And immediate martingale's crazy.
I immediately do it all, right? So we get to this casino, and it wasn't packed, so it was nice. It was pretty cool. I found the table I wanted. I was the only one at the table. Beautiful. I love when that shit happens. So I sit at the table, and I'm doing my thing. I had $500. That's what I brought to gamble. I was like, all right, let's put $500. So I put $500 down on my first hand.
All right.
So you go all in first hand?
Yeah.
Martingale right away.
Because like I said, like I was there with other people, couples. They were only gonna be gone. Like I think they went to like the beach for a couple hours. You know, like it was just everyone's gonna go do their own thing for a couple hours. So I knew I wasn't gonna be at the casino all day. So like I said, I go to gamble. So if I lost it, won it, it don't make a shit to me because I had the money for it. That's what I planned for it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's just put it all. Let's try to double up, get to a quick rack, and be done. Right? I did that. Set up there. Got my first hand.
Yeah.
I pull an 18, dealer pulls a 6, so we assume 16, right? Underneath, right there. Do that, flip it over, boom, I win. She busts. I got it. Up 1,000. happy as hell. I was like, this is where I messed up. I was like, I was gonna leave because I was like, if I double up, I'm gone.
Get your ass up.
I didn't. All right, I'll tell you, I didn't. I was like, you know what? Let me put another 500 in there, right? So I was about to put another 500. Wait, but why I did this? I put another 500. There was a motherfucker who came and sat right next to me. Okay, he was like, hey, can I sit down? I was like, sure, do you?
To the chair next to you.
Yeah, yes. Wait, it gets to the point. Yes, it sits literally right next to me. Now everybody know like a blackjack table. If I'm the only one there. They got like 5-6 seats. Spread your ass around, bro. Go to the other side of the table or something. I didn't take the exact middle. I take the second to the right side. That's like my favorite.
I like to be at the angle.
I like to be at the little angle.
I don't want to stare eye to eye.
Yeah. I don't want to see. So like there was literally 4 seats to my left and I think 1 to my right, bro. All he had to do was go sit somewhere else. No, he didn't give us a space, nothing. He sat literally right next to me. I'm like, okay. So he's like, hey, is this seat open? I was like, I mean, sure, do you? I put 500 down. He comes in. He puts money down, okay? So I was, and normally, like I said, I was going to put that 500 and walk away, but I didn't, and I was going to put it again, just try to get more money. I should have, and normally I do. My rule of thumb is if I'm not gambling by myself, I'm not the only one at the table, and there's other people at my table, I'll readjust my bet because he just did that shit. Like sometimes I feel like there's a planner in the casino. I don't know. I just get
I definitely feel that way.
You know what I'm saying? So I was going to readjust my bet, but I was like, fuck it, I'm not. So I put my 500 down. He puts his bet. Dealer starts dealing cards. I pull another 18. I'm happy. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm good. He gets a 16. Dealer gets a 6. So we assume she has a 16, right? I know what I do. I stand. I'm not hitting nothing. This dude, he looks over at me. He starts chuckling a little bit. So I'm like, oh, my God. And like everybody knows, like he's supposed to stand because the dealer's got a 6.
Bust,
and we trying to let the dealer bust. That's how the table works, right?
Yep. You didn't know that in other stories, but go ahead.
I do know that. Anyways, so he looks at me and he's like wanting to like, I could tell he's wanting to gamble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he just wants to
he's in it for the thrills.
He's there for that. And like, I wouldn't be upset about it, but I had $500 sitting on his hand. So I'm looking at him and he's looking at it and he asked me, what should I do? And I'm like, I'm giving him the side eye look. I'm like, bro, you know what you should, like, you know what the book says, bro. So I'm like trying to be calm, but in my head, I know like he's not going to want, like, I guess he just wants me to be like, oh, do you, bro? Go hit it. Like, no, bro, I'm going to let you say, you know what the book says. So I told him that. And he's like, yeah, but I feel like gambling. So in my head, I'm over here just like sweating, bro. I'm like, if you don't tell me what you're about to do right now, I'll be pissed. So he goes,
why'd he ask you?
It's too late for you.
Because he's basically being a dickhead and telling me he's going to hit before he hits to let me know, like, yeah, I'm here to do this. Like, because he should have stayed. He didn't need to ask me, hey, what should I do here? He knows what to do. This dude was like in his 40s. I'm like sure
he was gonna hit no matter what.
He was gonna hit no matter what. And that was just his sly little way of telling me that shit before he hit. Was like, oh, I'm here to gamble. So he's like, oh, I'm here to gamble. I want to gamble. So I'm like, all right. So he goes and he hits it. What does he pull? A 10. The dealer's bus card. I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm sweating, bro. I'm so hot. I'm hot. Anyways, he busts. He starts chuckling. I'm like, this ain't funny. But he only had like fucking $75 on the hand, so he didn't really care. We keep going. Dealer pulls over. 5 hits 21. 16 hits a 5, gets 21. I'm livid, bro. I look at him and I'm like, I was gonna let it go because I was up. I had already hit the 500. I was up 1,000. I put it back. So basically, I just lost. I didn't lose any money, and I'm just even. Right? That's how I was. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get up and go to my own table. Yeah. So as that happens, he starts laughing or whatever, and I hand my chips to the dealer because I'm like, color me out. I'm about to leave because I'm hot. In my head, I'm mad as hell, and I was gonna let it go. What's crazy is he said something that just triggered me. And now that I think about it, looking at this motherfucking logo, I don't even know how
he hit you with the
bro.
He hit you with the MJ game 6.
I'm not even bullshitting. He starts laughing and I look. He goes, "What are you gonna do? Shit happens." That's what the fuck he said to me. I was fucking hot, bro. So I just started cussing his ass out. I started out MFing him like a motherfucker, calling him all kinds of names. The dealer's like, is everything all right? I'm like, nah, fuck that dude. Like, it's fine. I was like, just hand me my chips, dealer. I'm going to go to another table, okay? Flashback to you. I think I told y'all a couple episodes ago, my gambling drink of choice is Angry Orchard.
Yeah.
So I had an Angry Orchard with me on there. So my ass, little petty, as the dealer's cashing my chips out, doing that, I grabbed the chips from the dealer for like the middle of the table, and I aggressively throw my elbow/forearm towards my beer, my Angry Orchard, and that shit spills all over him. Oh, he loses it. He gets mad, right? You did that shit on purpose and yada 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 and do that, right? What I do right back? What are you gonna do? Shit happens. I swear, I hit him with that, bro. He got fucking pissed. He's cussing me out, and I'm like cussing him back out. Fucking security comes, and they're like, "What happened?" I'm like, "No, fuck this guy. Like, fuck him and everything he stands for." I was so
everything he stands for is wild.
I don't give a fuck. I was mad as shit, and he was talking shit back, and we had our words, and like he wasn't gonna do nothing because he was definitely like an old ass, small 40-year-old man. He wasn't gonna do nothing at all. But he's like, no, he threw his beer on me on purpose and stuff like that. And I was like, I didn't throw it. I hit it like that. I expressing to the security. I was like, this is all that happened. Security goes back and looks at the camera. They're like, we're gonna need you to leave. And I was like, that's crazy. Y'all gonna have me leave? And they're like, yeah, you need to leave. And I was like, well, at the same time, I had a tattoo appointment in the same hotel resort casino area, so right outside. So I was like, hey, do I gotta leave the premises or just the casino? Because I have a tattoo appointment. They were like, we will let you get your tattoo, but you are not allowed back at the casino for the day. So literally, and I'm talking, we was there for 10 minutes, bro. I'm not bullshitting. That was like 10 minutes.
All of this happened in 10 minutes?
Dude, that was my first two hands. That was it. My wife had her whole little setup. She was on the slots. She was pressing buttons, getting drinks and shit. And I come to her 10 minutes later. She's like, what happened? And I'll go with this whole fucking story. She was like, what? I was like, yes, I'm going to get my tattoo real quick. And she gambled for a little bit more. And yeah, that's how it all happened. I got my tattoo and I got kicked out of that casino.
You, one, doing a random tattoo at a casino is outlandish criminal activity. What are you going to do? Shit happens.
No. The person who owned the shop inside there used to be on Tattoo Masters, was like a person
Ink Masters,
my bad. Ink Masters. So it was cool. Like it was all right. I didn't mind it. But
did you get it done by him?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by her.
Who was it?
No, it was her. It was a guy that was on Ink Masters. It was her. She was the apprentice to him.
Yeah.
It was fine with me, but she was like,
so they were just associated with each other.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, just did that. But I was talking.
I'm associated to Percy Miller. You gonna let me? You gonna let me sign you to a record deal? Like, what?
I don't know. I'm just saying, it didn't mind me. But as soon as that happened, I started telling her, like, the tattoo artist, they just make small talk or whatever. So I was telling her, like, what happened in the casino. She was like, oh, that's crazy. And she was like, yeah, I think security's really crazy because apparently, I don't know, I didn't look at something, I don't care. 2 months ago or prior, that summer prior, they had an altercation and some dude pulled out a gun and shot another guy in the head. So when they
ain't playing no games.
Yeah, when my altercation happened with him like a couple months later, they were probably thinking like, that's why I didn't realize at the time, I was, man, y'all kicking me out over some shit like, it's just a beard falling on this guy, but I get it now. So, yeah, that was it. And I got kicked out of that casino. That was my worst casino trip of all time. I don't care about
losing. It was quick.
Losing $1,300. I'd rather do that than get kicked out of the casino for some bullshit like that. That dude had me hot.
So in 10 minutes,
what are you gonna do?
Dog, when he hit me with that, I was gonna let it go, bro. I was just gonna move to another table. When he hit me with this shit, and it's crazy that you made this stuff. Now I got PTSD.
Yeah, now you're not gonna like the logo.
I didn't even think about that shit till just right now. Like that shit just fucking.
So now it triggers you.
Oh, it triggers me. Now I'm looking at this old ass fucking man in my head. It's all good though. Yeah. So that happened. It was a good time though.
That was a great story.
I'm going back to Lake Tahoe in August this year.
So you gonna go hunting for his ass?
He better not be there. I swear he better not be there.
Same casino?
No, I don't remember what casino we went to. I might have to ask my wife because it was like she found it. My wife found it all. Like she just helps me. I said, hey, let's go gamble. And my wife was like, all right, well, there's one right here. Like I was like, all right, let's go to that one. So I don't remember the whole thing. And like I said, I was there for 10 minutes, bro. I don't even remember the time. Like I was literally there for like 10 minutes, got a tattoo, left. It was ridiculous. Yeah. But it was a good time. I had a good time in Tahoe.
Casinos are wild. No, I like it's to point onto your blackjack strategy. Everybody should understand the goal is to make the dealer bust. But I don't ever. You said you go to a table by yourself. I'll never do that. One, because I'm too paranoid that the dealer gonna talk to me and my math skills ain't mathing. So I like a table of 3 people or 2 to make 3. I don't go over that. I've been at a table where everybody was winning. We was all in a vibe. Somebody walked up and killed the whole thing.
Oh, that happens all the time, yeah.
I hate that.
Well, when I was in Denver, I'll tell you this, there was a dude. So I know what you mean. Like I don't go and just join tables.
Yeah, don't be a vibe killer.
Dude, there was a table, 2 dudes on it. Black dude, a white dude. This black dude, bro, he had, I'm shitting you not, bro. He probably had $10,000 on that table. Like he had thousands of dollars. And when I'm telling you he was gambling, that boy was putting money, and I'm not talking like a little bit money, and was hitting. Bro, I swear he walked out of there with like $20,000. It was ridiculous.
I've seen $1,000 chips being played like in a couple spots, especially at the roulette table. There's a lot of people that are just like reckless over there. But craps is The one that's fun, that gets the big players out there.
Yeah. So I didn't
Give me the loot.
I didn't want to mess this table up. I didn't join it. I just watched because it was just them two on the tables, and I was gonna
I would
try
never
to join,
step
but
in.
I wouldn't. I was like watching it, and he was on the groove, and I know
Ain't nothing looking like somebody putting a black and white chip down, and your ass put a pink one.
exactly like because I was definitely over there gonna because I was like by the time it happened, I was already down like $900. So towards the end, I was starting to just bet table minimums and stuff, right?
Yeah,
so
facts.
I knew I was just gonna put like the table minimum, and this man throwing like $2,000 a hand to throw. I was like, oh, he'd be hot if I fuck this shit up. So I ain't gonna do that.
Well, great story time, Devin. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. It wasn't the greatest story, but
it was all right. I mean, I'd have busted his ass over the head, but that's just me. Maybe it's me, huh? Want to get into one?
let's do it.
I got it. So last week was Paul, or episode 4 was Paul. Episode 2 is you. Back to me, huh?
Back to you.
All right. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe it's me of this episode. I've been thinking of some and stuff like that, but this one just recently kind of like happened in my life, and it happens quite a bit, to be honest. But maybe it's me. But the people you call that are your friends or family, and you call them assholes, or you have problems with the way that they are with you, they care about you the most. I promise you.
Can you give me context?
Yeah, man. Especially me. So like in my friend circle, or even in my family, I'm definitely called like either an asshole or just somebody that's like pretty aggressive with the way they speak to people or the way that I love. I like to tell people I'm just a tough lover. I work off reason and logic. I don't work off a lot of emotion. So I'm gonna tell you like it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let it go. Like I do not pull punches majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And people have a hard time with that. People have a real hard time with that. So they will call me an asshole, or they think that, I'm not looking out for them in their best interest, when in reality, I really and truly am. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying maybe it's me, but I really and truly think people need these motherfuckers in their life, because who else is going to do this for you?
Nobody. And
you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. And what the thing is we don't like it at first
at all.
But we like it's weird when you like look back and reflect on it. You're like, I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't like that because it makes us feel uncomfortable, may hurt our feelings a little bit, or make us feel some type of way down about us. Whatever it is, it's not a positive and good emotion in the beginning, but it turns into being like a blessing in the end. Like you need that.
And let me be clear, not everybody has to be like this. First of all, there's several people in the world that love on a spectrum. Love is a spectrum. Mm-hmm. And some people, we need emotional people in our lives to give us empathy, to give us, a little bit of sympathy on what we're going through. I'm just not one of those. So like I said, those people that like to point the finger and be like, man, he's just an asshole, or he's just this and that. Like, I promise you, like they're the ones that usually probably either look out for you the most or love you on a lens that you need and you just don't realize you need. And so I deal with that a lot in life,
They tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Paul got some bug eyes right now.
Paul.
You looking at me like that for, Paul? Go ahead. Just speak your
mind, Paul.
Because Nick is that person to me.
I think Nick is that person to a lot of people, though. Like
There'll be times where I just genuinely think he hates me. I told him this past week.
Yeah, he did.
Work-wise, I believe that he hates me. But
he genuinely thinks that.
No, trust me, Paul.
From other conversations we had, it's just him being tough on me, because if I were to go somewhere else, there's going to be just as tough as he is to me. So he's just looking out for me and preparing me to deal with harder situations. But in the moment, I absolutely hate him, because he has no sympathy.
Hate's a strong word.
He's cutthroat.
It is, but and like one thing that's also this, like he sees something in you, Paul. Like people aren't assholes. The people they don't like see potential in, like it's the only reason why he's like that is because he's like he knows who you can be and what you. And I've only known you for a couple months, and I know you're a pretty like special person. So, like it's just that he sees something in you. That's why he's like that, because it will push you to be something that you never thought you could be. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like that with a lot of people for sure. It's not that like I try to purposely love that way. It's more so just like, bro, I just don't think anybody at the end of the day, once you become a man, or once you elevate your life, even of a grown woman or grown man, whatever it is, there's going to be situations in life where nobody's there for you. Not a single person will be there for you.
Nobody will save you.
Nobody's going to get you out of that situation. So to be looking at anything other than reality, like you need those people to set you straight. Like you are fucking up. Like you think you doing all this hoopla, da-da-da-da-da. Like no. Or as simple as like, bro, no, like I'm not going to do this with you because of X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of situations like that, but I just truly think a lot more people need reality of like, I have a saying at work that I say to the team, like, I'm not going to give you a pat on the back or hand you like, what you want, a cookie? Like, I'm that guy. Like, bro, you're not going to get that, hey, good job every time from me, bro. I don't care. Why? Because one, we're here to work. Two, we got a job to do. Like, let's keep it going. This is going to make the better for the business, but at the same time, like, this is what we get paid to do. Yeah. So you're not always going to get that, like, congrats. And so it is an asshole move, but at the same time, it's more so, I think you got more in you, but also I got a business to run. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and pat you on the back. Like, so it's a lot of things.
Your delivery too. The way you deliver it, because people can deliver it in certain tones where people can receive it differently.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And like, believe me, like, I have a lot of work to do as a human being when it comes to, because my children, I don't want them to always have that from me, but I do think I know what I'll be to them when it comes to situations like this. This is why I married a woman like my wife, because she is full of emotion, full of empathy towards people. Like, and she's my yin to my yang all day. Mm-hmm. And so we have a good balance with that. But it's one of those things where people need an asshole in their life. I truly believe. Maybe it's me, but I truly believe people need an asshole in their life.
You know what I want? It's not you, but I want to know how many people will admit it, because everybody knows we need it, but we hate it.
Yeah,
we
run
maybe from that shit.
I got some people in my corner like that, but like for the most part, definitely in my life, like there's a lot of people that just sit there and understand, like, oh, Nick's gonna be a straight shooter. He's gonna send it to you raw. Like he's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, but we also, the older we get, the more we appreciate just like pure, just, I don't say bluntness, but just like let's just get
cut through the bullshit.
Yeah. We enjoy that the older we get.
Yeah. So Paul, I know you got some aging to do, but like I promise you, it's all for you for sure. I always tell you at the end of it, like when tempers calm down and stuff, or when emotions get out of the way, I always tell you it's like in your best interest. But like my delivery could have been better. I start with that. My delivery could have been a little bit better, but this is what it is.
But you do need somebody in that to just keep somebody to keep on your ass, keep you doing something. Yeah. If you're stagnant, you're dying.
No, but yeah, that's my maybe it's me, just because like I said, I've been experiencing that a lot. Like I've always been that my whole life, though. It's weird. Even in my 20s, like that's what I was called. I was called that asshole, that guy that's just this and that. But like, you know, my mom was like a lot like that to me, so I know it's kind of genetic, or I know who I got it from at least. But you know, there's a lot of people in my life that are the opposite. I feel like I attracted the opposite in a major way. Like I have a running joke that like all of my closest people around me are cancers in the zodiac signs.
Yeah.
Not like,
no, I get what you mean.
But like in the zodiac sign, they're all cancers, and like cancers are usually extremely sensitive people, like hypersensitive people. And my wife was born in July. That's Cancer, July 11th. My best friend that's in the military that had multiple stories about, and I'll have more as they go. His birthday is July 11th. Another one of my friends' birthday is July 12th. He's one of my extremely good friends. And then one of my extremely close friends in Houston, the one that I say you'll hear me speak on every now and then as well, his birthday is July 21st. All of them are cancers. And so it's just like, I feel like I, for some reason, attract the opposite, which it just may be like somebody's going to be in the comments like, it's part of the zodiac system. This is the way it works. But no, I just feel like, you know, people need that in their lives. I know I need a lot of it sometimes too, but yeah. Anyways,
it's a good one. I think everybody needs an asshole in their life.
True.
You think so, Paul?
At times.
You just don't like it when it happens, right?
I mean, I hate it when it happens.
But like, God, genuinely ask you, like when you 30 minutes, hour, day, whatever, after all that incident happens, do you ever just reflect and be like, okay, I see it?
Nick knows it takes me a little bit longer than
does it
probably should.
When you're young.
The
older you get, the quicker you'll process it and move it on.
I tell them all the time, like, bro, you're so young, like it's going to take time.
Wait, time out. Do you hate hearing like older people tell you about young stuff? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was your age, I hated it. Fucking was like, bro, what are you doing? And then now I'm like that guy. I'm like, I get it. I understand what they're.
And we're not even that old. Like, I still got old heads that be coaching me up, but like,
for sure.
I mean, not really, because like a thing in like my high school was our teachers constantly telling us like, you're gonna miss.
Oh yeah, you're gonna miss this, yeah.
And as I got older and started going to college and started working, I was like, I really had no responsibilities back then.
Dog facts. Facts.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
I was young and reckless like a motherfucker, boy. I mean, I talk about it on the Alex episode about how dumb I was back in those days. But, bro, when I tell you, like, it's weird because I did have a lot of responsibilities for the situation I grew up in around my family and stuff. But, like, how reckless I was, bro. I mean, I've had shared some stories on the podcast before. I got plenty more of just like, bro, reckless abandonment. That's nothing.
You have to go through it to mature and become wise. This is part of it. It's part of going through life and enjoying the journey. The journey, Nick. I'm looking for the end all the time.
But then I just wanted to share that. Maybe it's me. Speaking of the Maybe It's Me segment, we would love if our listeners and viewers would share some with us. DM us, comment what you guys think is a good one. Like, maybe it's me. And once again, this can be a very positive situation. It can be a negative situation, or it can be a situation where it just gets on your fucking nerves and you want to get it off your chest. But we would love to hear from you guys of what maybe it's me you have. And it could be a spur of the moment thing. Just hit us with it. We'll review them. We'll go over them. And we want to bring a fan favorite to the podcast
and hopefully deliver it right. Hopefully deliver it in the essence in which you feel about it. Yeah, because the last one we've had a couple. Like I want your comments because I want to know what your maybe it's me is. I know we have comments about stuff like that. Have the Walmart comments. People been upset about the comments, bro. So go ahead and tell me yours is. So
tell us one. We're all about it. You know, speaking of comments, you know, one of the things that we wanted to touch on this episode was, you know, our last episode, episode 5, it meant a lot to me. I know it meant a lot to Devon. Episode 5 was a huge one for us because we've never obviously done an interview with this podcast being so young. Alex Lewis, man, we can't thank you enough for coming on, doing your thing. It meant the world to us. And I do think it means a lot to people out there. I mean, Paul, when we got done with the episode, he was like shook on how awesome it was. Not only for us to be a part of it, but just to hear his story. That's something that we want to preach as well. It's like, man, there are 30-year-olds not only just out in the world, there's even younger than 30, but there's several people out here, but mainly in our city. You know, that's one thing I want to touch on first. I have visions of making this thing huge, but I want to be in our backyard and be well known in our backyard. And I want to put people on in the city of San Antonio, because when you think Texas, you think Dallas, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio is usually that fourth one that not a lot of people shine a light on. They call it big city, small town. And that's what it is. But man, there's some people in this one
we got a lot of people out here
that are doing major things. Alex Lewis is definitely one of them. So Alex, man, we appreciate you coming on. If y'all haven't checked it out, check it out. Episode 5 featuring Alex Lewis. Anybody have anything to say on that one?
I just appreciate him coming because he did not have to.
No,
he definitely didn't. That man's busy. He got real things. I'm not gonna say real things on, but he got a lot going on where it's just like he didn't have to do this, and he did. He took time out, and he came out and supported, and I appreciate that.
And I think it shows too. Like, I mean, we've had some milestone markers that we wanted to check off, like within 5 episodes, and on that one elevated us big time. Like, we're up to 500 subscribers already. It's been past it. Yeah. So it's been,
that was our goal.
A true blessing. Like 5 episodes in, we're at 500 subs. That's a huge blessing. That's something that I didn't see coming. I thought we was going to be in this bitch with 70 of them, 10 of them, and, you know, 10 of them being fake accounts that my mom made or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, 100%. Like, it's weird. Yeah. It's cool. It's awesome. It's not weird. It's awesome.
So we truly appreciate everybody rocking with us. So we just wanted to shine a light on that last episode. We wanted to shine a light on our milestones. It's something big that we're very happy about, because it gives us fuel to the fire of, we're doing something that people appreciate. We're doing something that we had a vision set out for, and it's only getting started. So this thing is this big. We want to make it even bigger. We want to keep it going for a long time.
100%. I agree. And now we're just trying on the road to get more subscribers.
Absolutely. But with that being said, let's get into some current event talk, shall we?
Let's do it.
So big one last night. Was UFC 300.
That was crazy.
It was a great card.
It lived up to being 300 for sure, in my opinion.
For sure.
So first one I want to touch in on is that Max Holloway Justin Gaethje fight.
Let me be the first to say Nick was correct. And that's the second one. I'm never betting against Max or Dustin again.
Never bet against Max Holloway. Bro,
I don't care what anybody says. Max is crazy. He needs to stay at 155.
I think he looked amazing.
He looked
I said
so
that. So
good
I said that in the
155.
Dustin fight when he went up to fight Dustin at 155 for the fight 2 that they had. He didn't give his body enough time. The reason why Dustin Poirier found success at 155 compared to 145 is because he didn't jump into a last minute fight to where you just walk around with the weight that you carry. Like, people think Max obviously goes through a crazy weight cut to make 145, and a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Aljo being one of them. Yeah. And so they think like they just do this walk around weight. Like, no, bro, you got to let your body develop into a 155 body. If you look at Dustin Poirier, just walking around when he cut to 145 compared to when he walks around now and cuts to 155, body's a completely different mature body. Max is sitting at the same thing. I do think going to 145 is going to jeopardize his energy levels and stuff like that. But I definitely think, Ilia Pora is a way better matchup than Volk. I just think Volk honestly has it's one of those where he has his card. Yeah. And I think it's a height thing, to be 100% honest. I think it's just hard to time. Volk gives you crazy angles. His height throws you off. He's very fast. He's shorter, but he has the same reach as you. So like the angles and everything in Volk, to me, are the reason why Max can't figure it out. But this fight alone, like I told you, I just think Max is the best boxer in the UFC easily. He throws a really strange 1-2, and he keeps adding to his arsenal with that spinning back kick that obviously broke Justin's nose in the first round.
Crazy.
Changed the fight 100%. Single-handedly is the reason why the fight got changed in the middle of it. He throws punches and bunches. He has like the most significant strikes thrown. He's up there.
Every time you see it, he's got the most in UFC history. Yeah, like he's crazy.
It's crazy.
And he's only like what, 32?
He's only 32.
That's insane.
And he's been in the UFC I think since he's 19 or 20. So
and already the greatest featherweight.
Yeah, greatest featherweight of all time. Baddest motherfucker right now.
Clearly.
That ending to that
Superman.
fight was crazy. Yeah, bro. That ending to that fight it's bonkers.
Wait, but talking about, okay. Now I know a lot of people, because I'm sure you saw it right where he did
my wife said that in round 4. She was like, if Max doesn't point to the middle of the octagon, like I don't want to see the fight. She said, but I bet you he's gonna do it.
Now I could be ignorant on a lot of my remembrance. I don't remember someone really going, because Mac does it a lot, and like actually
Ricardo Lamas
meeting him.
Ricardo Lamas.
Did he? Okay, that's a long time ago then.
No, 100%.
It's been a long time ago. So like that was like the very first time I really seen someone do that when Max did it, and then come meet him, because you see it and they squad, but you never really see something happen. Boy, that last second knockout
was wild.
I thought it killed him.
So no, like the way he hit the floor,
he hit the dog, he folded like
and
a
the way
chair,
he was
bro.
out, like as long as he was out, they rolled him over, and he just
he was still out, bro. They rolled his ass over. I was like, you want to see a dead body? Rolled right by it, boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so he did that. The very first time he ever did that was against Ricardo Lamas, and Ricardo obliged, and they threw down. Like it was crazy.
I love that.
But like that's his thing. He did it with Brian Ortega too, and Brian Ortega I think obliged as well. Like obviously Max is just now gaining knockout power, which is kind of crazy. Because he's on a 2 knockout. Yeah, he is. He's on a 2 knockout streak right now against Korean Zombie and now Justin. But like he's never really had knockout power, so. Usually in the 5th round, everybody's up, and so he always like meet me in the middle. Let's bang. No, and that's my cousin Q. He's basically born and not born. He's raised in Hawaii, but that's like a Hawaiian thing. Hawaiians bang, like that's the thing. Like it's fucking bang, bro. Yeah. And like they just go crazy. So like that's a thing to his culture as well. Yeah. So shout out Max Holloway.
He did it. Now I do have one thing to say on that. So I believe Max did get knocked down. Right?
Yeah.
He get knocked down.
Yeah.
That's the first time he got knocked down?
In his career.
It was crazy to me. It's the first time he got knocked down in his career. You'll never remember it because he demolished all 5 rounds. Oh, yeah. He didn't lose a single round. And I'm like, it's crazy. I've seen Max Holloway not take a beating, but like take some shots and like really take some things and never get knocked down. He gets knocked down by the dude who didn't even win one round.
It's but against Justin Gaethje, who puts everyone to sleep.
100%. And like I ain't gonna lie, I had Gaethje winning that fight. So it's not that I have anything saying that Gaethje couldn't have done it, but it's just weird to me that was the first time. First time getting knocked down, it was like in a dominant fight. It was just weird to me, but I
did earn that $600K bonus though.
Oh boy, did he ever! Paid. Who made me mad because I had some money on it? Jalen Turner, because he wanted that bonus with that dumbass knockout, he wanted to like walk off and then ended up getting choked out. Yeah. Pissed me off.
No, he didn't get choked out. He got stopped. Submitted, but no, he just got ground and pound. But that was another. So that fight actually is the only fight that I don't like, and it wasn't because Jalen Turner did the walk off. It's because like I get it, you're not defending yourself, but if you go watch the replay of him getting ground and pound, not a single punch is landing to his head. Like it's all forearm. He's protecting himself. It's
not
just
doing nothing.
Yeah, like he's just not doing anything, but no punch is landing. So I personally had issue with that stop, but I also completely get it. By rule set, by how the UFC's always been, they're going to stop that 9 out of 10 times.
No, 100%.
But it's just like, bro, like he was fine. But I get it. It's just a little bit of a haterade because I did have money on him as well.
I had money on Turner.
But shout out Moicano. He did his thing. Shout out everybody at UFC 300. The women's fight with Weili Zhang was a great one. I thought that was going to be a snooze fest. It was a really good one.
Was there any snooze fests though, to be honest?
Aljo, but that's expected.
Yeah, that
it's
was
very
fest.
expected.
No, but it was electric from get go.
So I want to get your guys' reaction to some upcoming fights. So UFC 302, we have Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier.
Islam is
I've
seen it, unfortunately.
It's very hard to go against Islam only because he's what Aljo is. They just wrestle. That's it. They're just going to get you down and just wrestle. But I will say there's a fight, and I think it's Gilbert Burns, that Islam obliges stand up. Like he tries to stand up with Gilbert. Now that's a grappler versus a grappler, but I hope he tries to do the same thing. Because like he's at a tipping point now where in order to get more money, you have to be an entertainer. Yeah, that's what Dana's in it for. He does not care if you win or lose. So he's going to try and push Islam, and I think mentally Islam's going to be like, all right, like I really got to like stand up. Like, I can't. And so I think you might see a stand up, and I think Dustin owns him in the stand up. Like that. I mean, if I'm a betting man, I would bet on Dustin. I don't bet against Dustin, so I think I got to go Dustin.
I've seen it. Now wait, you know that because that fight was announced. But that wasn't even the biggest lightweight fight, or somewhat like I don't know if it's going to be
170.
Is it going to be 170?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about?
Connor announced?
Yeah, Connor
Michael Chandler.
Is that what you were going to say, Paul?
Yep. Next one, you have Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler at UFC 303.
Chandler. Is just,
you think Conor's just taking too much time off?
Yeah, he's just done. He's done. And like he'll never stop fighting, but I just genuinely think like Conor, he's chinny. It's all about timing too. And Michael Chandler throws the weirdest punches. The only thing I can see happening is Jose Aldo versus McGregor or Aljo versus Sean, where this looping right comes up, Conor cracks him with the left, game over. Now, Michael Chandler is very chinny as well. But like, what is Conor going to bring to the table that Michael Chandler hasn't seen before?
That is true. However,
like they're both experienced fighters. One's way more polished right now, currently, than the other. Yeah. Like McGregor has been out of the octagon for so long. It's been a minute, yeah. So I'm gonna go Michael Chandler. I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan. I think he's done milestones that nobody will ever repeat for the game itself. So I have a lot of love for Conor. But I just think if I'm betting or if I'm giving advice to others to like put your money on, it'd be Michael Chandler.
Nah, I'm going Conor just because Michael Chandler's a better overall fighter when it comes to everything. Yeah. But I think Michael Chandler, like you said, will oblige with this straight stand-up.
Yeah, and you think of missiles coming.
I
don't crack them.
Yep, I don't think that you're going to outbox McGregor. Now, the only caveat is, like you said, it's 170. I don't know if he's lost that speed or power. I don't assume he has.
I think it's not speed, it's not power, it's just timing. I just think you have to, you got to have timing.
Taylor looked like he didn't.
Bro, he looked lost.
He looked awful against Sterling. Yeah, So I know what you mean, but it's gonna be Conor McGregor, and I'm gonna go with him. Yes, I will put money on him, and yes, I will be watching that. Do not talk to me at all on that day.
Well, listeners, let us know your thoughts below in the comments.
Yes, sir.
I am happy that he's kind of back, though. Connor, it's weird.
Facts. It's always good.
I don't know why. I'm kind of happy. I'm very happy he's back.
He's a money grab, bro. It's always good to have Connor in the sport.
I don't need the Khabib trash talker Connor. I don't need that. I need the trash talking Connor.
Either Nate Diaz or what?
Yeah, just don't give me all the disrespect and the
don't go at somebody's religion.
Yeah, don't do all that. Come at him like I just need I'm gonna knock your ass out and then nothing you can do about it. Come see me in this.
It's hard to trash talk though when you have more money than all of the fighters combined practically. So like it's hard to like. What are you gonna say to him?
I'm gonna go in that ring and dog walk you, bro. Yeah. Dog walk you.
What else you got, Paul?
So next up, we got Bronny entering the NBA draft, but still keeping his college eligibility. What are you guys' thoughts?
AKA, he's really not. He is hiring an agent behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've kind of talked about this through text and stuff, but like I just think it's weird because your uncle, quote unquote, is Rich Paul, so he's the biggest agent in sports or in basketball in particular. I think my take on this is Bronny, and I listened to this and I agree with it, but I also kind of thought this watching him in the college. College was dog shit, right? He averaged like 3 points, whatever it was. He didn't get a lot of minutes. I think Bronny James is built for the NBA. I think there's no college team that can get him to perform at what his true talent is. And now I even also heard recently, you can compare this to, look at what Kyrie Irving did. Now, Kyrie Irving had no tape.
Because he was hurt, though.
Exactly. So he played 1 year in college. In that 1 year,
played like 2 games or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. But it wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Like it was average. So it's the same thing for Bronny. Like he doesn't have a lot of tape. Neither did Kyrie. Look at Kyrie. Okay. I'm not calling him that caliber of a player.
You're saying,
but I'm just saying, like,
we don't know.
We don't know. And so why would I not go with a kid that's been groomed by top 2, top 1, top 3 greatest player of all time? Yeah. It's his son. And based on his high school tape, just like Kyrie Irving had to get based on, it's talented. Like his high school tape, like he is talented.
Oh, he's very talented.
But I'm just saying, like, college ball can restrict a lot of players. Like it's very ABC half-court basketball, pick and roll, make the right pass, don't shoot first. And so his is more open, fast break. I know how to play the NBA level because that's all I've ever known. Yeah. And I've played with NBA basketball players my whole entire life. Mm-hmm. So I just think, like, when he goes to the combine of, like, how getting ready for the draft, like, I think we're going to see a level of Bronny that's like, oh, that's why his dad's saying what his dad is, and I know it's his son, whatever. I would say the same thing if I was LeBron, like my son can play in the league right now, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I think there's a level of Bronny that college will never show.
Now, we talked about this on Friday, right? When we was texting about it, we figured about it on Friday, and you expressed that, and I didn't agree, and I still kind of to this day don't.
Right, no.
I did more research, or not research, but I was like going through things, and I saw other people speak on it, like Gilbert Arenas and stuff like that, speak on it. So it did open me up to a different perspective. However, I do not think that way. As far as I hope the best for Bronny,
right?
But I think he'd be a lot better if he did not go to the NBA this year. I'm not saying
I agree. I think there's people that pull the trigger too fast.
Yeah, and I'm not saying go to college, not go back to college. I'm saying you go overseas, go G League, do something.
Right.
But I do think he's doing this strictly just for his dad because his dad wants to play with him. And I do think we are seeing the ender. Obviously, we're seeing the end of LeBron. Obviously, I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying. But and he's still there. But this December, LeBron's gonna be 40. Okay, like he's not playing.
Time is ticking.
He's not playing forever. So I do think this is a rush decision, which I do hope that you are right. But I think this rush decision is that it could be detrimental to Bronny and his development.
I mean, I'll say this. I could care less if he's good or not. There's so much more talent in the game of basketball than Bronny James. It'd be cool because he'd be the first greatest of all time son to actually be good.
That's why I wanted to be.
Like, that would be dope. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like, okay, if he's not good, he's not good. If he's good, he's good. Like, it doesn't really matter. There's more talent than we've ever seen in today's game.
Yeah, and like this, the reason why I don't know this for a fact, I'm just saying maybe somebody does out there know. Have we ever seen a father-son be in the league and they both become Hall of Famers? You know what I'm saying? Like it's always been like if the dad was in the NBA,
Klay Thompson's probably the closest one. That's a random one. Klay Thompson is a close one.
He might make it, but like, but you think like the Currys, like it's either the dad played in the NBA and he was the best out of the two, or the dad played and he wasn't as good, but the
Klay Thompson's dad's not even a Hall of Famer. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
you said Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like LeBron obviously Hall of Fame, and Bronny could have been the first one like to have that, but like it's always weird. I just wanted to see like the father son be there and they both be.
But we're just now getting into the realm of like, these killer Hall of Famer people that aren't technically Hall of Famers yet. Their sons are about to be crazy. Like,
you're right. Like, yeah.
Hey, bro, random NBA thought, and I don't know if you have this on your current events or not. I shout out the NBA, shout out, and this has nothing to do with the NBA, actually. It has to do with the dog shit city that's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Have you been there?
I will never want to go. Listen to my take. Okay, so first of all, y'all celebrated a quarterback that y'all got rid of the year after, and Nick Foles getting a statue outside of Stanford.
He stayed the next year, then he left.
Okay, so whatever. Man got a statue, right?
Deserved.
Okay, it was deserved. First ring, cool. Then Allen fucking Iverson.
Oh, that statue was so disrespectful.
He got a statue the size of this cup,
bruh,
and had to unveil it in front of thousands of people. Y'all have in Philadelphia, y'all have a 12-foot bronze statue of Rocky. A fictional character.
But I'm surprised the streets of Philadelphia ain't on fire right now. I'd riot, boy.
I would have ran that shit over.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I know Iverson, he was glad, but I know in his head, he had to be like, these motherfuckers.
Bro, before I would have pulled the curtain off, I'd have been like, why is this shit so small? Y'all dropping my actual statue?
Everybody else's statue, though? They look just as small.
I don't care. That's Allen Iverson. See, you don't know what he did for the sport of basketball.
He got me in.
You don't know what he did for the sport of
basketball.
basketball.
Allen Iverson statue that was like outside Staples Center, those type of statues.
And if it ain't as big as Mount Rushmore, take it back because he deserves it.
Bro, you don't. And that's why people from Philadelphia, y'all can leave comments. Y'all know what he did for that city. He is the answer for a reason. Bro. He's the reason why motherfuckers have cornrows where armbands have. He's the reason why people have swag in today's league. He's the reason why people have a crossover in today's league. Don't get me started about Allen Iverson. Get that bullshit ass statue out of there. Philly, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
100%. Also, respect. And he started everything for us, bro. He was like the first one. And everyone loves like half tucked, untucked Kyrie Irving right now.
Bro,
there was nothing that's my untucked Kyrie right there. Is that Allen Iverson when he had half of it tucked in, half of it tucked out in that silky Philadelphia jersey, bro. That black, white, and blue silk jersey was the I'm so disrespectful. I'm so upset. Yeah. They need to do better by my boy.
Do better, Philly. City of Philly is trash.
Crazy.
Next current event, please.
Well, you did take that to he started he said it's not about the NBA. I was like, where is he going with this? He started talking about football. I was like, wow, this is taking a left turn. Where are we going?
No, because y'all want to get statues for bullshit.
Yeah, I get your point now.
Y'all want to give statues for bullshit.
I was wondering where he was going with it, and then I circled around. I was like,
y'all talking Rocky. Y'all talking Nick Foles. Yeah, look at them statues, and then go look at my boy AI. Go look at AI.
He's got to be the most influential Philadelphia figure of our time,
bro.
There's no way he don't deserve better.
His MVP trophy is bigger than that statue.
100%. They not even a storied franchise like that. They even give him a small schedule. I'm not even saying I would expect LA to give people small statues, but LA Lakers got some history behind them.
Bro,
they got players.
Facts.
Like Philadelphia, come bro.
Who they got?
You got players that
you got Dr. J and AI.
That's it.
Maybe Charles if you want to give Charles a statue.
But you're not even really giving him that.
He was there.
You had nothing. Philadelphia need to do way better,
bro. Come on now. Anyways, I'm not taking a shot at your little Eagles, Paul. Relax.
Yeah, good. I loved it, Nick. Way to bring it up.
What else you got, Paul?
Segueing into some more NBA stuff. NBA playoffs are coming up.
Yes, sir.
They end today. The regular season is today.
Big games on the line, right? First.
Hell yeah.
So I just wanted to get your guys' take on a couple of these matchups.
All right.
So starting off, I'm going to go into some of these playing games.
Okay.
So first one, I'm going to start with the West. So first one, you have the 8 seed Lakers going against the 7 seed Pelicans.
Easy.
LA, yeah, for sure.
Easy.
Next, you have the 9 seed Kings versus the 10 seed Warriors.
Could care less other than a story of the Warriors winning.
I want the Warriors to win, and it's always like this Kings be blowing too many 20-point leads.
Kings are also corny as fuck. Light it up. Get the fuck out of here with all that shit. Warriors. Let's go.
I like Warriors.
So who do you think's going to win out of that Warriors-Pelicans matchup to get the 8 seed?
Warriors-Pelicans? What you mean?
So the Warriors are the 10 seed, so they win they have to play an extra game to get in. So
they play the Pelicans.
They play the Pelicans if the Lakers lose, which I get your point. I want to see the Warriors and the Lakers both make it into the playoffs.
Okay, so
yeah, skip the play-ins. I agree with him. So the Pelicans would be dope because shout out Brandon Ingram, biggest sleeper in the NBA, like when it comes to talent and everything. But
so we have one of the biggest surprises of the years. OKC again, the 1 seed in the West, going against the Lakers or the Warriors. Sorry, first round.
OKC.
Yeah, I would go OKC too.
Clippers, Mavs.
That's my favorite series right there. I love Luka playing the Clips, man. I love Luka versus the Clips. Just go ahead and give me 27 games. I don't need a 7-game series. Give me a 27-game series, but I want the Mavs to win that game, or that series.
Clippers for bias reasons.
Wait,
Clippers.
Do you think the Clippers are going to win? You want the Clippers to win?
Clippers for bias reasons. Anybody with Kawhi Leonard, I have extreme faith in. I do not like Kawhi Leonard for that. When I say bias reasons, nobody can say nothing bad ever a day in my life about Paul George or Russell Westbrook. I say a lot of bad things about them.
That's true.
But Russell Westbrook's my favorite player behind Kobe Bryant. Then you got right after that is Paul George. Always has been, always will be. Before they were on the same team, before they were in OKC together, I've always been riding with those two. You can ask anybody. I'm very biased to them. But I just really think like Kawhi is about to prove like how they say playoff Jimmy. Like I really think Kawhi's coming in healthy.
He's healthy, yeah.
And so like I just think Kawhi's about to show everybody why he's Kawhi.
You think this is the Clippers year?
I wouldn't. Let's get down the road a little bit.
Paul, I'm not gonna say this to Nick. I'm gonna say it to you. It's not the Clippers year just because playoff P don't show up.
Whoa. Playoff P showed up one year and they made it to the conference finals.
Paul's a Clippers fan for the record.
Say it again. How many times did he do it?
It was once.
1 year, okay.
Look, I've been let down a lot.
I like Paul George like the Knicks. Regular season Paul George is good. I
just think numbers are also in their favor, but Paul George
Yeah.
definitely performs. A lot of people got to stop saying that because he performed in Indy, and I know it's been a while, but Indy,
yes.
he performed in OKC when Dame hit the shot. Like, go look at the numbers. Yeah, that was an MVP year. And then also like he performs on the defensive side as well. Like that's the only two-way guard in the league that's like beyond his co-partner in Kawhi, who's a forward really. But like, name another two-way guard. Jason Tatum a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Like right now, yeah.
Paul George is two-way to the day he dies.
I think Jimmy a two-way too.
Jimmy's crazy.
In the playoffs.
I won't say a bad thing about Jimmy.
In the playoffs, he's gonna be crazy.
So next matchup, we got Timberwolves versus the Suns.
I
hope
love
the
that.
Timbs.
I'm a Timbs.
I just really want the Timberwolves to do good, but I don't like Karl Anthony Towns for a lot of just things outside of the league. Boy's a monster, but like Karl Anthony Towns is kind of like zesty / hilarious / annoying. But these motherfuckers, they don't get my respect outside of Anthony Edwards. Edwards wasn't here when they did this, but these motherfuckers was cheering like they won the finals when they won a playing game or whatever that was.
Pat
Beverly was.
They don't have a lot to cheer
tell
for.
everybody. You can tell everybody. Ant was, crying, boy. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm excited to see that series, and I want to see. I don't know who's gonna guard him, Durant, Booker, but I want to see Ant perform. I do.
Yeah,
I would
really
like
him, but I love me some D-Book, bro. But
no, he's cold. He's good. He's just defensively.
Pause on that, by the way. That was a delay, so I'm not gonna get away with that one. But D-Book is goated.
Yeah.
And then our last first round matchup, we got the Nuggets versus the Lakers.
Unfortunately, it's bye Lakers.
I mean, we saw it in the Western Conference Finals, which is really weird that people give a lot of hate to the Lakers when they made it to the Western Conference Finals. But I'll go Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan, so Lakers.
I'm a Lakers fan too. I'm a Bron fan. As a matter of fact, I'm a Bron fan, but I'm gonna be realistic. Nuggets gonna win this series.
All right, let's move over to the East. So first play-in, you got 7 seed 76ers versus 8th seed Miami Heat.
Sixers. They shouldn't even be there. They're there for a reason that we all know why they're there.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, and then to get into that next play-in game, you got the Bulls versus the Hawks.
Both of them teams should have made it.
Honestly,
cut the East off right
there. Cut them two out and just keep the who is it? Sixers and
you think the Miami Heat's gonna take that 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Miami can take that 8 seed.
So then first round we got the Celtics versus the Heat.
Upset.
Oh yeah.
Upset.
Think they're gonna do it again?
Dog,
there's something about Jimmy and the Celtics that goes crazy.
And there's just something about these Miami Heat. They don't do good. They're not great in the regular season, but when these boys play in these playoffs, they just I don't know what it is, but Spoelstra do something different.
Spoelstra is one of the good.
They got it. He's good. So, I realistically it'd probably be the Celtics to win, but I'd like to see the Heat to win. I think they have a really good chance.
I got the Celtics.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next one, you have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Orlando Magic.
Magic. I like the Magic.
Yeah. I could care less about that one, but yeah,
Paulo
Magic.
Paulo Banchero is really
crazy.
cold. Yeah, I like him
Not getting talked about at all.
for sure.
Next one, you got the Bucks versus the Pacers.
Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks. That's a series I don't care about.
And then last one, the East, you got the Knicks versus the 76ers.
Knicks. I'm biased. I'm a Jalen Brunson person. I love Jalen Brunson.
The world is better when New York has a team to root for like the Knicks.
For sure.
But realistically, without Julius Randle, they ain't making no noise.
I want the Knicks to win. I'm gonna go.
I would love if the Knicks won, just because of like the nostalgic shit.
I think Brunson gonna do something crazy.
I love that. He's a dog, but and DiVincenzo's a dog too. But I gotta go. What do we say? Who are they playing?
Sixers.
Yeah, sorry, Embiid.
All right, audience, let us know your thoughts down below.
What's like the most exciting series for you?
The Mavs and Clips.
Yeah, that's mine too. Okay, no, like
It's just you got so much talent,
Yeah.
bro. You got James Harden, Paul George, you have Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, you have Kyrie Irving, you have Luka Doncic, all playing in the same damn game. It's an all-star game without it being an all-star game.
Oh, it's gonna be a great game.
And then you have like people like Terrence Mann. You have like there's so
role
many
players are
killers in
very
the Clippers, bro.
100%,
It's insane.
All right, moving on to our next one. So the Masters was this weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to, was it Scotty Scheffler?
Scotty Chef Dog out of Texas, baby. Let's go.
Go to the Masters this year.
How many is that for him?
2.
Two?
Yeah.
He's
cold, bro. Like,
No,
honestly
I know
and
he's
truly,
cold.
Scotty Scheffler might be the greatest of all time, and we're just now, like, it's just starting. I think he's been a professional for 4 years now, if I'm not mistaken. But like the comebacks he's had, like when you get down a couple strokes, like especially at the Masters where that course will fuck you. He was down like he brought himself down, I think 2 to 3 or 4 strokes even. He came back and held first place, maintained it. He's done that several times in other tournaments. The Players tournament this year too. He just did that, like, goated.
Now, is he like, when you say could be the greatest of all time, I don't know because you watch it way more than I do. Is he young and getting started?
Yeah, he's 27, but he looks
Okay, so
he looks like
he'll
40
be
in
around
the face.
for a while, like where he can catch up.
Yeah, he's 27, 28,
looks like
something
40
like
in
that.
the face.
Bro, I'm not playing. Google him. Man looks 40.
Up there, I get that.
He's in full dad mode.
Now, and you say he's the, there's like are you including both of these leagues now? Because I know there's like live or whatever.
Live golf,
and
so live golfers, they played in the PGA.
I know that's what I'm saying. But you consider him the greatest out of all of them, like out of every
best
league.
player in the sport of golf right now is Scotty Scheffler, easily.
Okay.
There's some dogs over there at live, but like Bryson DeChambeau,
yeah.
like he just did really well. I think he just got top 5. But like there's like nobody in the world is better than Scotty Scheffler.
Okay. I believe you. I don't watch it.
So with the Masters, prior to the Masters beginning, there's always the Masters victory dinner, where the previous year's winner as a whole dinner, curated to their liking. So if you guys were to have a Masters dinner, what would it be? So let's go with one appetizer, a first course, main course, and a dessert.
You'll make it first or what?
Yeah, go ahead.
First up to the appetizer. And speaking of appetizer, shout out Michael Scott. I'm going to Bloomin' Onion. Bloomin' Onion, shout out Michael Scott from The Office. We got to go there. Because Chili's, why? Because Chili's is the place that business happens.
Oh, 100%.
All right? So shout out Michael Scott and the appetizer, the Bloomin' Onion. That's what we're all getting.
He closed that
And
deal.
we probably getting one per table because I'm cheap. So you got to get your skins off.
When 6 people sharing one Bloomin' Onion.
pull where you can, because I'm not paying for all y'all to get your own Bloomin' Onion. So that's 1. 2, light, right? We got to go something easy on the palate. Give me some fried quail from Peggy's on the Grill in Bronny, Texas. You ain't been there, get there. It's flames. And they also do it to where there's maple syrup and they serve it on top of pancake. Or you can get the option with cornbread. So I'm doing that. Fried quail cornbread, fried quail pancakes, your choice, your option, you choose. But I'm going to hook y'all up on that.
I
Try it out. You in Texas, you in Hill Country, go to Peggy's on the Grill, get you one. It's fire. Main dish. Man.
That's where it's hard, right?
What is Nick feeling for his main dish? Man, main dish, you can get to the South. Scotty Scheffler hooked us up with like a Southern barbecue one. You know, a lot of people don't know I'm from out the 9. I'm from out the NOLA sometimes. You hear? So you got to go something like a little boil. So I'm gonna go get me a little boil, not crawfish. Give me the crab legs. Give me the eggs, or this is the eggs, the corn, the potatoes. Give it all in a bag. We getting a boil going on. So we're gonna have ourselves a little boil at the Masters. It's gonna be fire. Get your seasoning in there. Get your spices in there. I'm a no spice type of guy, so I kind of kill some people's vibes. But it's my bag.
It's your bag.
So I'm gonna do what I want on
It's
mine.
my seafood
You
boil
can get
over
your
here.
ass a little spicy bag. I'm gonna get mine a little. You all can be snotting at the nose and shit. I don't know how people do that, bro. They'll literally get something spicy and just sit there, boogers coming out and shit.
I mean,
I'm trying to
get
eat mine and not.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to do that. I'll be sweating too much. But we'll do a boil for the main dish. Dessert. I'm not a big dessert guy, so I'll do something simple, bro. Give me like. Fuck all that cake shit. Give me like brownies or cinnamon rolls.
not a
Fuck
cake
it.
person?
No, cake is trash. Anybody that likes cake can go over there with it.
What you got against cake?
It's too much fluff, bro. Not enough goodness.
Is
So
it
you like
any?
that dense brown?
Give me
sugar?
that dense.
Is it any type of cake though? Because you know,
Any,
what about
all of it,
ice cream
all
cake?
of it. Yeah, ice cream cake can pass, but at the same time, don't give me no cheesecake. Keep that
don't
over
even-
there. Don't give me no goddamn chocolate.
No,
don't
keep
give
that
me no
out your mouth.
strawberry. Don't give me none of that shit. Don't give me no New
You go to
York,
the Cheesecake Factory?
bro. The Cheesecake Factory, bro. First of all, who the fuck goes to the Cheesecake Factory?
Everybody.
The Cheesecake Factory got 30 pages. It has a holy fucking Bible for a menu. That's
you have everything
too
for
much
everybody in the
time.
family.
Man, that shit's microwaved. At
It
that
got
point,
your little section of the menu. Just go to that section. Since
bro,
you
it
from
got
NOLA,
a pizza
they got some
side and it
gumbo.
got a burger side too. The gumbo's trash there. I've
it's
had it.
whatever you
Gumbo
feeling.
trash. It's just like,
It's wild.
first of all, I'd rather go to BJ's, the more modern version of Cheesecake Factory than
nah,
Cheesecake
BJ's
Factory.
is garbage.
Dog.
I hate BJ's.
But Cheesecake Factory, nah, I don't go there for the cheesecake. I go there because I'm either being invited there. Like last time I went, my parents took us there because we was walking through the mall and shit, and it was just the closest restaurant. But like,
But
I'm not doing that.
If you're going to Cheesecake Factory, you got to end with the cheesecake.
Nah, fuck that. They're gonna be looking at me like I'm stupid because I'm just like, nah, give me a shake or something. I don't
Not
know.
even like the New York cheesecake with little strawberries on top.
Bro, I've
of
never,
strawberry sauce.
No, don't
it's,
do that.
It's in there with a never gonna do it. Never. I'm not a cake guy. On God, I haven't had a cake for my birthday since like the age of 4. I don't do cupcakes. I don't do any type of sweet dessert shit. I don't do nothing except brownies and ice cream.
So does your
And
wife
shakes.
just like stick a little candle in the pan of brownies?
Facts.
This is very much.
She
She
give
give
me
me
two- she
very
just-
much Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. I can see right now.
Then
This
we
is
going
crazy.
at the Masters. We're gonna watch this movie and finish our brownies before we leave. That's what you can do.
Can they at least get a scoop of ice cream with their brownie?
Yeah, bro. Go ahead and get
Okay.
it warm. We'll put a
Okay,
little
I'm about
vanilla
to-
on top. It's cool.
Ugh, scared me, bro. Okay, that's crazy.
Let's get to your little Masters menu, my boy.
Well, see, the problem is, I'm not a planner. I know I plan my meals this week, but like I'm very much what I feel that
Instinctive.
day.
Yes,
So
sir.
like I know when we was talking about it, I said breakfast was underrated, and we should be doing breakfast for dinners.
Okay.
And like
switched
I still believe that. I am switch up. Like French toast would have been my option, like for breakfast, but you can't do it. So I would switch it up though. You had an appetizer, right?
Appetizer first, yeah.
I would do like some Southwestern egg rolls.
Shout out Chili's again. Look at that. Chili's killing the appetizer
Southwest egg
game.
rolls, yeah, them or like potato skins. Can you give like both? Can I get both of them? You got
You
option?
got multiple. I just
I
said
do like
one.
potato skins and like that.
I'm gonna go Southwestern egg rolls if you give me the option.
You
Yeah,
got
no,
I
Southern
think,
niggas
I
for
mean, who was it? Rom won it last year and had the dinner this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple like Hispanic dishes or
And
so. You got multiple.
so my appetizer, just because I still got to stick to the breakfast kind of thing, is what I was
Yeah.
gonna go with. I was at J Prime Steakhouse. Shout out
place.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter invited me there. Well, he invited me there with a vendor that was taking us out there, and they had this little pancake. I cannot describe it to you. It was fluffiest pancake ever. It was like the size of a dime, though. Okay, obviously I want mine a little bit bigger, but my appetizer would be, or my first course meal would be that, and they threw a little caviar on top. That's pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a caviar guy. I'm not.
Wined and dined you.
I'm not. Oh yeah, he did. It was crazy. That bill. Wow. You think my gambling bill was crazy? You just saw that bill. But
Caviar.
Yeah,
first
them
course?
vendor dinners get a little wild.
yeah, I love those. Those are my favorite ones. I didn't get home.
I done ran it up on a vendor stand.
Yeah, like on a side note, I didn't get home till like 2:00 in the morning that night. That's how much all that went up. Yeah. That was on a Tuesday night, bro. I had to go to work the next day. So, anyways, that was fun. I'd probably do like something like that, just to be fancy. I'm not really a fancy guy, but just throw a little fanciness in there. Throw a little pancake with caviar. I know it sounds
He
weird.
just wanted to sound good on the menu and get some respect out of the other players.
Just like that. Like, what is this? Like, it sounds
You'll
weird.
have Tiger Woods complimenting him.
That's all I need. Shout out Tiger. Do that.
Shout out.
But yeah, so I would do that. And then my main meal would be steak, asparagus, twice baked potato with some rolls.
Oh,
You got a certain spot?
I'm making it.
Oh, okay. So you pulling a Paul. Sweet.
Nah, but I guess
you gonna be wearing your master's jacket, flipping them
just
steaks.
sweating.
yeah, just have J Prime do it because that shit was good as fuck there at J Prime too. But like honestly, I don't mind any steaks from anywhere. They're always good.
He's on the grill, bro. I'm telling you.
I need to go there. I've been there, but yeah, I probably something like that, and it's very good. And then dessert, I'm gonna give you 2 options. You can either have strawberry cake with strawberry icing, or as I said, I am a slut for cheesecake. As long as it ain't, it's weird. I said strawberry cake, right? If you give me strawberry cheesecake, I'll throw that back in your face. I hate that. But any other cheesecake, as long as it ain't strawberry cheesecake, fire.
Not even like the plain cheesecake with just strawberry
Don't
sauce.
bring that strawberry drizzle bullshit over here. Don't give me
That's
fresh
wild.
strawberries. I don't know what it is. I just told you, strawberry cake, undefeated. Love it. That's my favorite cake. Throw some strawberry and some cheesecake. Get it the fuck out my face. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm picky like that, but yeah, cheesecake of all varieties. Love all of them. Besides that one, and those are gonna be 2 options.
Audience, let us know which one you'd prefer.
Wait, Paul, which one would you prefer?
Yeah, which one are you going with?
For
He already said
when we
he's a
talked
steak
about
guy.
before, you kind of switched it up on me, Devin.
No, I did.
so
Well, you just
a
got it
little
now. Look, first of all, my breakfast for dinner is that's underrated. I feel like breakfast should be had.
See,
more
when I was
than
reading through your master's dinners before, I was like, oh, that's too sweet.
Yeah.
Damn, you switching sides. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to switch up and pick Devon's now.
Yeah.
Especially since you're gonna have cheesecake in there.
Thank you, Paul. See?
doing no fucking
Now wait,
cheesecake.
hold on. Throw a little curveball in there because Paul didn't give us his menu, so you make it up on the spot. Make it up on the spot, Paul.
What you going with, Paul?
So let's see, appetizer. I probably start off with like some nachos or some cheese and queso.
My man kept it simple to the
I
south.
like
okay,
it.
I like it. Hey, I'm
can't
always
fuck up
with
some
it.
cheese
Can't
and
fuck it
queso,
up.
bro. Cannot fuck that up.
Maybe just have one of those cheese fountains just constantly flowing.
Well, my man said you get your own little fountain. Keep it coming. Okay,
All right, then first course, you can't go wrong with Caesar salad.
you can't.
Okay, so
Have
that's
that.
salad. That's respectful.
Best salad.
You could tell he ain't fine dine though. So we're gonna have to get our boy up to like some good spots. But keep going, Paul. We hear you.
I'm raised on chain restaurants.
Understood. I could tell.
Speaking of chain restaurants, probably have like honey chipotle chicken crispers.
My man said we're going to Chili's. Everybody
Hey,
picked
everyone
one
wants
dish
to-
from Chili's. Shout out Chili's.
We can have Chili's cater. I don't.
Yeah, who you telling, bro? I'm with you. I love
Hey,
And then to follow back on that, you're gonna have the molten chocolate cake with some ice cream.
My man said, "Hey, I'm gonna need everybody to get up. I got some charter buses outside. We're taking our talents to Chili's.
just gonna-
This is where we're gonna celebrate."
I'm gonna have two
Unlimited
people
margarita.
stand outside the door passing out Chili's gift cards. Just,
Shout out, Paul said, "Hey, Michael Scott called it. Chili's is where business happens. We going and taking our talents there.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I love
the
that.
best.
No, that's a very
I love
solid. This is solid right there.
I
Paul.
love it. My wife hates it, but
What?
them Chipotle chicken crispers got a chokehold on my ass.
Well, I mean,
Dip
I
them
don't, I
some
don't
ranch?
get. I don't get their Chili's, but I know. Yes, Chili's got a chokehold on me too.
So yeah, that'd be mine.
Shout out.
I love it. What
Hell
you say
yeah.
your dessert was?
Oh, the
Oh,
molten
molten
chocolate
cake.
cake.
Molten
With
chocolate,
some vanilla
yeah.
ice cream on top.
But and then you get rid of the caramel, right?
Yeah, I don't mess
Yeah,
with it.
caramel nasty. I don't mess with caramel.
On some things, but I hear you. I agree. What else you got, Paul?
That's pretty much it.
That's it,
That's it.
bro. Episode 6 in the books. We rocking and rolling, people. All of our listeners and viewers out there, we appreciate you riding with us. Episode 6. There's way more to come. We got some milestones that we're looking out for. Like we said, we checked off 500. We're on our way to 1,000. That's what we'd like to get to. So if you know anybody that can help us get there, share the word, share the love.
Hell yeah.
You know, shout out the podcast. We're working on some things in the background to try to get the community together. That's one thing that we said we would love to hit is some fellowship and some community. So we have some things in the works. We're gonna upgrade our social media here in the future, very soon in the near future. We're going to be upgrading our communication to you guys and your communication back to us. We're going to be looking to try and do some merch, like you can see on my head.
It's a beautiful hat, by the
I
way.
appreciate that, bro. We're going to be trying to do some giveaways with that stuff. We're going to be trying to give back as much as we possibly can. So share the word, share the love. We're trying to get to that milestone.
Hell yeah.
Devin, what you got?
Same thing as you said, Nick. Hopefully, like you said, got stuff coming up, and hopefully end of May, June.
End of May, June.
hopefully
May, June is
something
definitely gonna be
coming up
cracking.
Then, yeah, for sure. And then you know what to do. Follow us, dum dums.
Hey, with that being said, I love everybody in this room. Love everybody out there. Toodles.
I love it. I need me.